Alright, I'm doing some checks. I'm at 7.8 pH right now, which is a little low. So I am in process of dosing some buffer solution here. It says to mix at least 1 cup of fresh water, so here's my RO water. And I'll go ahead and run this for a little bit to mix it up, and then I'm going to drip it into here with a drip line. And as I understand, you shouldn't move it more than 2 points a day. So it's midday now. I've done a half a dose of this. So my plan is to drip it in here for the next hour or two. And then I'll check it tonight and see if we're going up the way we want to. And if we're at like a 7.9, then I'll bump it again tonight, and then I'll do the same thing tomorrow, and we'll try to get up to the 8.3 there. Alright, so this has been mixing up for a little bit. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. A little spicy, but that's only a cup and a half, 2 cups of water. I just got my pH buffer up in a pitcher there and use some airline, and I'll drip it for who knows how long, hour, 2, we'll see. Remember, it was 7.8 before, we'll see what it is after. We're right there, look, that's the last of it. Nah, that's good enough. Let's check her now. Look at that. Would you look at that, boys? Holy moly. Yeah, she's bringing them up. What do you think of all the corals? Yeah. Yeah, I like the big one too. Alright, kid. Let's go buy our corals. They're waking up. It's been a couple hours now, and everything's pretty happy, with the exception of that guy back there. And I think it's because it's a high flow area. I did change a pump, and I think the way it's swooping around this rock, it's a high flow area. So I'm gonna bump it forward a little bit and see how that goes. Don't you touch him. Don't do it. Ah, he was just coming out, man. You had to do it. Man, they're really happy. Yeah, and the guys back there are finally popped too. I'm really happy with those. And the zinnias are happy. We've only been in here for, I don't know, about 6 hours. And everything's really happy. We got the pH perfect, 8.3. We've got 10 on nitrates, which apparently is exactly what you want for zoas. So right now we're doing okay. So I've essentially used the setup that saltwateraquariums.com outlines in their setting up a Nano Reef tank. I used the exact nitrifying bacteria he suggested. Also dosed this pink fusion coralline algae in a bottle. I've used it once before on that Nano Reef tank, and I saw, I'm not going to say immediate results, but it was way faster. Everyone else is like, oh, don't, it takes 4 to 8 weeks. It was way faster than that for me. So I was very impressed with it. So I knew right away when I did a Nano Reef tank again, I was going to do this. And it also has nitrifying bacteria in it. So this guy, he's got that little dead part there, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Alright, it's a little stirred up still, but I changed the angle of the centerpiece there. So now I've got high flow across the top, I've got high flow across the back side of the centerpiece, which is going into the pickup tube here, and then up front here is just this kind of medium flow vortex that spirals back here to the pump. So I'm able to, you know, put my high flow SPSs, you know, in the high flow path, and then I have a nice kind of playing field here for the others. I glued a frag the zoanthids onto this guy, and just because he needed to be in high flow, put him up top there, and it kind of looks funny. It looks like it's an antenna to his house. So, I mean, it looks a little goofy, but let's see if we can keep that one alive. That was a freebie, so those are notoriously difficult to keep. It's so funny how the longer you observe your tank, you start learning different animals' personalities. Like the blue-legged reef crab, he like does not mess around. Like if you knock him off something, he's like immediately up and at it, like doing his thing, does not care. The red-legged one, I knocked him off the rock when I turned it about 20 minutes ago, and when he sucked in, like he's like terrified. He has not moved in 20 minutes. I actually thought he was dead. I thought they just gave me a dead crab because he didn't move for like an hour when I first put him in the tank. So he's like such a little wimp, and that dude's just like, he's like beast mode. He don't care. And this dude is super friendly. He's like all up in your stuff.